Hey guys, Rich from Richmond Gaming. Hope everyone is doing fantastically well, and we are here. Well, I'm here. I suppose we probably should bring in Quinn. Quinn, how the hell are you doing, sir? Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Who we got in? Coda, yes, you are first. Ewan, good afternoon. Matt, good afternoon. Omnifan, also Omnifan, thank you for the message earlier. Really, really appreciated that. Oh, hang on. You're muted. I'll let you talk now. Go on.
Oh, I'm allowed to talk now, am I? Oh,
Yeah.
Now, after I've insulted, your treatment of everyone in the chat, and
This is
told
true.
them all that, after I've done my fucking video expose about you, believing they have no object permanence and that I'm not going to be here every fucking week.
Yep. Exactly that. Exactly that. No audio on Quinn on purpose? Yeah, I mean, God, John.
Oh, yeah, because that was definitely on purpose.
Oh,
and
nuclear kid. The heels mic is muted.
I mean, I am definitely the heel of this channel. I fully agree. Oh, does that mean that I get to have like my fucking CM Punk pipe bomb at some point?
Maybe, I don't know. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, we've got a little bit to go through. Not as much as last week. I think it's fair to say, Quinn, we couldn't have timed going live last week any better, because I mean, literally 30 seconds. Well, as I was talking, you were reading through what the hell had happened and gone on. So it's a brave new world, as we keep calling it now in Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Fuck you. And the
So we've had a new character reveal, a new card reveal, which I don't think I was. Yeah, I don't think I was expecting, Quinn. To be honest with you, I think I kind of didn't expect anything between now and Ministravaganza, really.
It's a slightly weird one, right? Because we don't actually know when the Winter Guard boxes are coming out.
We had the original date, didn't we?
We had the original date, but I don't think we've had any sort of update.
I don't think we've had any update yet, and I think it does. I think there's two things that really lead me to believe that these were supposed to be out before Black Swan and Supergiant, and before Heimdall and everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously real world events happened.
Well,
also,
yeah.
Bio Neo Tokyo. 1, it's empty. 2, I have very crusty upper arms.
Video idea for Quinn's roster for the new season. That might not be a bad thing to do, actually, Quinn.
I mean, you don't even know what I'm playing.
I've no idea. What are you playing for the new roster?
Well, you'll have to wait and see in the new video, won't you?
Well, there we go. What affiliation?
You know I like a guessing game, Rich.
It's Avengers.
I'll give you 3 guesses. 3 guesses.
Avengers.
No.
Spider Foes.
No.
Ooh.
Oh wait. There we go. That's better. Oh, he's got his thinking face.
Criminals. Wakanda.
Wakanda. No.
Is it not
bring
Wakanda?
That back up just to say fuck you. Fucking Midnight Suns.
When they were painting Dynamo, your boy said Malekith and Winterguard were slated for August.
I had a feeling would be the case, but I didn't know.
Yeah, that's good at least though, because I think it's I mean
it'll be a return to form in terms of like number of releases, right? Because we've had a number of months now where we've been drip fed or had nothing at all, and now August bringing us back into the swing of things will be nice.
Yeah, I had a good week, Quinn. I actually recorded, and those on Patreon will have seen the picture. I recorded my
Wait a minute,
first.
Why don't I get to see these pictures?
Pardon?
Why don't I get to see these?
I think we've just.
I know I'm not
just answered that question.
Fans, come on, I shouldn't have to. It's partially my Patreon. I don't have to fucking subscribe to it.
If you want that extra content, you've got. No, I'm only joking. But I did record on Wednesday evening. Ed, who's a Black Order player, local Black Order player. He did come round. You'll like the video, Quinn. Trust me. You'll love.
Was it you doing Guardian?
Spoiler alert!
Poor Black Order player.
Spoiler alert! You're gonna love what Ghost Rider does to him round 2. But yeah, had a really good game. Really, really close game. What I will say about that is, Black Order have taken a huge, not huge, but they have been brought down by having those 2 cards made restrictive or restricted cards. It affects them so much. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. That'll be coming out next week. So keep an eye out for that video. Let's have a quick look through then. So let's just Stupid Legacy messing up release schedule. I don't think this was the Legacy on that one, Nuclear Kid. I think this one was
different World Crisis.
Yeah, very much.
You know the world's in a good state when you have multiple World Crises to pick from.
Yeah, pick your one. So yeah, what we'll do, Quinn, let's jump into them. Let's take a look at, did the Black Order player take the new releases? Well, Mitch, you will have to watch the video next week.
We're getting good at this, like making.
I know.
Videos, aren't we?
I know. It's only taken us a year and a half. Let's jump in and let's take a look then at the leader of the Winter Guard, Mr. Crimson Dynamo, because we did
you have to read his entire card in a bad Russian.
I am not from panel to play.
No, in Soviet Russia, panel plays.
I feel like I am. I'm doing the really bad accents from Stranger Things now. I mean, we spoke about his actual mini before, Quinn. But what are you?
You mean fucking shit, Darth Vader cosplay?
It does look a little. Somebody equated into to Shredder as well. He looks a bit like Shredder. So
I mean, I don't know whether this would have been a thing in your time because you're fucking ancient. But he kind of looks like those fucking knockoff mech ninja warrior action figures you get at a fucking like Poundland.
Those that you pick up like B&M bargains and Poundland on wherever else
or,
like
just
that.
The local pound shop, and they're like made of really shitty brittle plastic.
What I do like about him is that he's going to be dead easy to paint because you can literally do a couple of coats and then a dry brush all over, and you're just going to get all those edge highlights really, really easy.
I mean, you could also just spray paint him gold, do, what is it, Blood Angels red contrast, easy.
It doesn't look metallic though, does it? His metal doesn't look metallic.
But obviously it is metallic. So it's a question of whether it's just got like shitty matte paint on it.
Bionio Tokyo says, when you order Tau from Wish. I do love that. I do
really hope
love
there's,
that.
Like, an alternate like fucking fish head for him now.
Let's have a look. I wonder if Black Order will have to just start dropping Thanos and take Corvus as a leader to adapt.
It's funny that anyone thinks Corvus is ever leader of any Black Order team.
I don't think we're going to get that.
I'd rather just play Black Order without a leader and have the 5th card, I think.
Yeah, but let's
the bonus is so bad.
Yeah, let's get into this because, and we'll get into it in a second. But there's something I absolutely love about this card, and it is the leadership. But we'll get into that in a second. So, Crimson Dynamo. Crimson Dynamo.
He sounds like someone who'd sell like a fucking course on how to seduce women or something.
Oh, here we go, Mitch. Mitch has just come in here. So it's not metallic. It's a non-ferrous alloy that resists Magneto's powers. I mean, because it doesn't look metal, does it? Like, so I quite like that.
But doesn't non-ferrous just mean it's a metal that isn't ferrous and therefore is still a metal?
I don't know.
Isn't that supposed to be the thing of if Magneto actually only controlled ferrous like materials, he couldn't stop bullets because most bullets are non-ferrous.
I don't know. Look, it's comics, right? We can't. You do have to take it with a pinch of salt. Like,
I take it with a fucking bag full half
Right,
the
can we
time.
go through this goddamn card now? This is what
No,
the people
no,
are
you
here
can't.
for.
I'm going to keep interrupting, and you're going to keep reading chat to, distract yourself from what I'm saying.
Right, so Crimson Dynamo, aka Dmitry Bukharin, and there has been, Quinn, hasn't there, a number of different versions of the Crimson Dynamo.
From Iron Man 2.
From the guy that's Whiplash, and then I think his son as well. So yeah, hang on, let me.
In these comics, there's like 5 of every character.
Exactly that, yeah. Mitch, I love that comment, by the way. Right, so let's go through his character card. I believe, Quinn, he's going to be on a medium base. That's right, I think. It's medium base, yeah.
I mean, if he wasn't, his short move would be a problem.
It'd be really bad, yeah. So 6 stamina on his front. He's going to be a short move, as Quinn just says. Size 3 for threat. And his defensive stats are 4, 3, 4. So for a 4 threat character, Quinn, that's pretty good. I'd say it's 1 above average for a 4 threat.
That's what I was just sort of leaning towards there. Yeah, I think it's probably about 0.5 above average. I mean, you have your silly spreadsheet because you're a nerd.
I do have my spreadsheet,
but I don't care about exact numbers.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think in the world where we've got a lot of mystic attacks as well, having that 4 is really nice.
Another character with low energy, Guardians like that, don't they, Rich?
Guardians do really like that, yes, they really do. So his only builder, not first builder, is Electric Blast. It's going to be a beam 4 attack, 5 strength, obviously 0 cost, but it's almost identical to Visions in the fact that it's after each attack is resolved, the character gains 1 power. It does have a trigger on there, but rather than being the sap, it's going to be shock. And I don't mind that, because whilst...
I think this is so much better than Vision.
Well, whilst Vision has got quite a lot to spend power on, he's got reactive abilities, and I know this guy has as well, but he's not going to be power hungry, I don't think. He doesn't have a lot of things to spend them on, so actually having the shock rather than the sap, I think is a lot better.
Just the fact that shock is one of those really irritating conditions that you basically never shake, but also you're just sat there with it until you either flip or die, and you're just like, and some characters it just breaks. Like any of those 4 dice rapid fire characters getting a shock on them. Chef's kiss.
Well, it's reducing the overall potential damage output of a character by 2, right? Because it's if that 1 die is a crit and then that follow up is a success, you're reducing the damage. And
I mean, technically, it could reduce Doc Ock by 3.
It could indeed, yeah, it could indeed. So I like it. And a beam attack, energy. Energy is the least defended, or the on average, people have the least number of energy. Right? Well, no, on average, it's on average people have less energy defense than anything else as well.
And I'm fairly certain it has less tech. I want to say it has less tech.
A lot of martial artists
also do energy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, it is Mystic that's got less tech. But
I think Mystic has less tech, yeah. Because the thing is, when people have got good Mystic, they tend to have very good Mystic, don't they?
And also, they tend to have good Mystic in terms of just dice, rather than any sort of effect.
Any sort of, natural effect. So I do like that. We've then got homing rockets. So it's going to be range 5, 5 strength, costs 2. Ignores line of sight, no cover, and then standard explosive on the back end as his spender, which I quite like. He with that range 5 attack, he is going to be a pretty darn good back mid-table type character, and yet still be able to get some damage off. And I love, against most teams, I love chip damage. Like being able to, when all you're relying on is a single wild rather than a whole bunch of other things is really nice.
Also, just chip damage has massively gone up in stock because, Medpack isn't a thing anymore.
Medpack is not a thing. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Well, heals as heals in general have gone up. Let's have a look then, Quinn, because this is the one that I'm really, really excited about, and I'll tell you in a second why I'm really excited about it. But the Unbreakable Red Line affiliation Winter Guard. At the start of an allied's activation, it may remove one special condition. Already really good in itself.
Nice.
I heard somebody going, "Oh, it's not as good as it's not as good as Asgard." You don't pay power.
You don't pay power, and I think you gladly sacrifice not being able to heal off the back of it.
Absolutely. And then when an allied character is contesting a secure objective and would be pushed, it may roll a die. And it's may, so that's important. On a crit, wild, or block, it is not pushed. That's 3 in 8 chance, Quinn, of getting it. But Indomitable on a stick, almost. Okay, doesn't stop the throws. Doesn't stop the throws, but being able to do that is going to be really nice. Really, really nice. So I really like it. And I'll tell you the reason why I really like it, Quinn. It's not because it's game breaking. It's not because it's, the best leadership ever in the game ever. It's something other than reroll some dice. Reroll some dice if you stood here. Don't reroll dice if you're not stood here. Power. Like, I love that it's something we've never seen before. So I really, really like that.
I've seen these sort of dice roll leadership system, right?
No, but as in, like, it seems like all we've had is an
anti-control.
Yeah, it seems like all we've had for a long time is rerolls in various different forms, or really bad rerolls if you're cable.
We've had like Fury's leadership, like that's a pretty recent one that's been fairly inventive, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe, but I do like it. I like it a lot. First active superpower then, Quinn. Overcharge capacitors.
Synthesis.
Gain 2 power. There we go.
Oh look, he's even more like Vision.
Propulsion thrusters. Place this character within 2 of its current position. This superpower can only be used once per turn. Which is nice because...
I mean, on a short move character, it's very nice.
Having... Well, and on a medium base as well, right? That's really, really nice. Disruption field costs 2 power. When this character or another allied character is targeted by an enemy attack and the enemy is within range 3 of this character, it may use this superpower. This character may reroll up to 2 of its attacker's dice. Now, I think, Quinn, this is going to see an errata. Because of the wording.
Figure out where.
See if you can guess where.
I see no reason. I assume you're going to be like, oh, this character may re-roll the dice, but that's how that should work.
No. When it's targeted by an enemy attack, rather than during the dice modification step. So right now, this happens in the same way that when they redid them all. So you have to pay for the power before you've rolled your dice.
Yeah, I could see that.
I just think it's very strange that they've now got rid of, I want to say everyone's that does that.
Yes, because they did an FAQ on Beast.
Yeah, so Beast was the last one. I find it really strange that they would then reintroduce a character or introduce a character reintroducing an errated rule.
We know these guys are older because
of the cards. Yeah, because of the card layout. Yeah. So that's my own. I think, and I think it should be as well that they should errata it to say during the dice modification step, because it's not. This is fine if it's add 2 dice, but it's not. It's got the wording of add 2 dice, but it's rerolls, which feels bad.
Yeah, it's a little bit wonky
because you just don't know, do you? you're then spending power without knowing, which I gather some characters still do. Loki still has, to some extent.
Loki
Corvus Glaive
isn't-
has, but
they're not rerolls, right? They're modifications. They're things
they
that
are.
you're paying for in advance, banking on the fact that you will get those blanks. I mean, Loki isn't fully paying in advance because you get to see what his opponent's dice are when he's defending.
Only on defense, only on defense dice, yeah. But yeah, that's the one thing I think they could change, and then because they need to come up with 100 different names for the same superpower. So what carborundum matrix alloy? I gather.
I thought it was carbonadium, but it's fucking not.
No, it's a new. That's what I was saying. It's a new one because Omega Red has carbonadium, doesn't it? Carborundum matrix alloy.
Well, I mean, that answers what the fuck is like metal is, doesn't it?
So when this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. And then he does have flight as well, Quinn, which I think really helps with that. Actually, doesn't affect the short move in one bit.
I'll tell you where this is real useful.
Go on.
The extended format where you can have drop off.
Oh, yes. Is the bear going to be size 3 so Crimson Dynamo can just drop the bear off with climbing gear as well?
I mean, there is also potentially another situation where this flight comes in handy. So there's a card in his pack that's like Winter Rush, I want to say it's called. It's something in that vein. Tactics card. It might be Avengers Assemble for Winter Guard. If it is, it means that he'll be able to move on top of things. Like
it will
because he doesn't require a climb action to go on top of things, whereas otherwise he would.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Yeah, Winter Rush feels like it could be an Avengers. I just hope they don't make it something stupid like towards the lead, like a bit like the X-Men.
Oh, what fucking to me, my X-Men.
Yeah. No, the bear will definitely be size 3+. Yeah, if Sabretooth is 3, the bear.
I don't think the bear's going to be 4.
I think he's going to be 3. I don't think.
I think he's a bit too squat to be a 4.
Well, he's also not the size of Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Like that's yeah. But yeah, Quinn. Overall, then, what are your thoughts on our new leader in the game, Crimson Dynamo? 4 threat.
Dimitri Bukharin.
Obviously, I don't know if you've had a chance to play with him yet.
I haven't yet. I've had games since he's been out. I've not really felt an inkling to play him yet. I think he's in that position where, I will be more interested in him once we get the rest of the characters.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because...
I mean, the only one I really care about is the fucking bear. It's the only one anyone fucking cares about, let's be honest.
Well, let's be honest, right? Red Guardian, we can almost already guess what at least one of his abilities is going to be, right?
Is it Vibranium Shield?
Well, it's Shield Throw as well, right? And probably a Shield Slam. So,
I mean, also, I'm not particularly enthused by the model. I'm probably gonna try and hunt down a 3D print of Dave Harbour's version, where where he's fighting Taskmaster and does the weird technique.
It does that, yeah.
I did get doing that.
If you guys didn't see this yet as well, I did get.
Hey, you've got your little scourge, haven't you?
That I was very, very happy about. So I'm going to be painting this up in the not too distant. This was sent by a viewer. So Scourge with Des and Troy. So one night next week, I think we'll do a live stream and we'll paint that up.
I've got a Bucky to paint. Wakandan Bucky.
There you go. White Wolf.
Very far away from the camera. There we go.
White Wolf. You can tell these characters were delayed because they're using the old portrait instead of the new landscape format. Yeah, exactly that, Nathan. Exactly that. Yeah. And the fact that on that German website, you can't say German website, can you? It's like it's usually porn. When I was a kid,
didn't know that's what
when
your
I
taste
was a kid,
dictated, but
German website. No, but
when you were a kid, a lot of things were fucking wrong, weren't they?
There's no internet. I remember being a kid and there was no internet.
Yeah,
Like,
you found like porn in magazines in bushes, didn't you?
yes, exactly. That's what you had to rely on, yeah. And catalogues, the
Catalogs?
lingerie section.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, we digress. Quinn, what are your thoughts on Crimson Dynamo? Obviously, you
I
need to see
mean,
them overall, but as a
see them
starter for
overall.
10.
I like his leadership. I like anything that removes conditions. Generally, I'm still waiting for there to be a generic tactic card that's just get rid of all conditions on a character, because conditions are the bane of my fucking existence. And to that point, him giving out shock constantly is going to continue to be the bane of my existence. I'm not going to be happy about it.
So,
But yeah, generally, I do quite like him. I think he's a decent four. I think you're probably not going to see him overly much outside of affiliation, but there will be certain teams that make use of him in that vein.
yeah, I think because he's got a disruption field with the rerolls, maybe, it could be a potential for Steve's Avengers. Being able to get propulsion thrusters for one could be quite nice. But yeah, I think he's definitely going to be in affiliation more than anything. I really like him. I think he's going to be a solid leader. He's going to be able to do things, which is nice. And yeah, I'm excited to see what the rest of the affiliation looks like. So with obviously leaders usually set a tone, Quinn. How do you feel like Winterguard are going to play? Do you see them as being almost like Steve's Avengers, attrition, but maybe attrition secure base like type?
I mean, we actually got some interesting little tidbits about them from the Painting Crimson Dynamo stream, which were thankfully posted in the spoiler discussion on the TTS Discord. And generally, they seem to have a theme of being very defensive, kind of slow. Obviously, Ursa is a murder machine,
Yeah.
because, of course, he fucking is, and that's why he's going to be my favourite character in the game. Because I like me some stabbing, and
You do
claw
like you some
slashing
stabbing.
is as close to stabbing as I need. I mean, apparently they're not very flashy. They just come at you and ask them if you can hit them hard enough and if you can take the return punches.
It seems
Apparently
like
their
they're going to
tactics
be.
cards lead to brute force.
I mean, they already sound like they could be my favourite affiliation.
I mean, if they're the only people with the bear affiliated, I'm probably going to play them.
Who else is going to have the bear? Like,
I don't know. Like, I want the bear in Midnight Slums.
I want the bear in Guardians.
A fucking space bear.
A space bear. What's better than a bear, Quinn? Space bear.
Can we have Ursa Major in like a little fucking astronaut outfit like Cosmo has? One small step for man, giant leap for bear kind.
For bear kind, yes. Bear is a mutant.
The bear is a mutant, yeah.
So
also Dark
Star.
It's not Darkfire, because that's Starfire's hot sister from Teen Titans.
Pet Avengers Nuclear Kid says. I mean, it could be a mutant. It could, and you'd think.
Well, I mean,
you think Brotherhood. I think Chewie just said put him in Brotherhood. Fuck it.
I mean, look, I'll take more characters in Brotherhood, sure. I mean, you're still waiting about half a year to get back to playing Brotherhood, even though you're probably not going to choose to when you can.
Probably not. No, probably not. Right. Let's go through Quinn.
Because very quickly, Nuclear Kid, I don't think Infinity does have Space Bears. They have Space Wolves. They've got, like, the big fucking werewolves from the, like, regressive tech faction.
I don't know. I've not played Infinity.
I've not played Infinity either, but I don't think they have bears unless they did something new for them.
Cabal. They'll all go in Cabal because they've all done something slightly wrong at some point. I think we're going to get Omega Red, Black Widow, two.
I think we get two threat Black Widow and we get Bucky. I don't think we get Omega Red.
Oh, you don't think Omega Red?
No. I would be extremely surprised if Omega Red ended up in.
I hope the bear has a power called Vodka Cardigan that increases his energy defense because when bear drink vodka not feel pain. I like the idea, Nuclear Kid. Most definitely. Most definitely. So I got sent a couple of questions last week, Quinn. I'm just going to pick out two. I think it's two or three that we've got. So the first one was, are we going to be doing more of the how to play, what did we call them? Ultimate guides. That's
the answer is no, we're never doing any of them ever again.
We are doing the ultimate guides again. But obviously we're probably going to hold off doing them now for at least a month or so. And the reason being, A, it's summer and I just don't have as much time, but B, we want to see kind of where the dust lies in terms of the new meta and what people are playing and everything else. And we also need to think about things like card, the boxes, the new battle packs. Like, do they have an impact on Asgardians, for example? Because the answer is yes, they do. So yeah, we just need to think about the format of it. We need to make sure that we know what's going on with the cards. Because inevitably, Quinn, I think there's going to be some tactics cards that haven't really seen the light of day before that start creeping up and being used because people will want to take some generic cards and they've had a lot taken away from them. So I think, yeah, we're gonna hold off at least a month or two, but then we will be coming back to them because I think so far, Quinn, we've got we haven't covered Shield yet, we haven't covered Criminal Syndicate, we haven't covered Defenders, we haven't covered Asgard.
Well, we were saving Asgard
yeah,
in the hopes that we'd get something in the vein of Scourge and Heimdall.
Which we did.
Yeah, we've not done a lot of them. Like, we haven't done Midnight Suns, I know that much.
We haven't done Midnight Suns, yes. We've got. I think we've done a fair few. I think we've done like.
Oh, we've done like Foes, Web Warriors, Avengers, Cabal, obviously Convo and Dark Dimension. There's definitely one other set in there that I can't remember. Oh, Guardians and Black Order.
Guardians and Black Order, yes. So we've done a fair few, but yes, we will be coming back to them, and we will be going through each of those in turn as well. The other one was, will we do tier lists for the new cards? So tier lists are a strange one because they are the content that gets the most views on the channel, but also the most people crying about the fact that we are doing a tier list. I
still really like that guy who hates like S ranking because
why
it's
are we
from a
using
Japanese
S?
video game, and why are we using it in the fucking West and like fuck off.
So the answer is probably yes, but again, we'll probably want to just let things settle down.
We'll want to
a
know
little bit
where we personally stand in terms of what we think of the cards, right?
Yeah.
That's going to take time for that opinion to form in the new meta.
No, it will. But yeah, and guys, look, like I said with everything, right? If you don't like tier lists, don't watch them. Like, honestly. But they are... I'll be brutally honest as well, Quinn. I actually enjoy doing them. Like, I really enjoy, like, seeing where we differ. And it's really weird because we are either within 5% of each other or we are a million miles apart. Like,
it's either we completely agree on a topic, or I don't know who it was, but I very fondly remember the comment that was like, why do we always listen to Quinn's opinion when he shouts down Richard? I want to hear Richard's opinion. Richard is good. And it's like, Richard's a fucking idiot. That's why I'm here.
This is true. But yeah, I mean, it always reminds me, Quinn, of, I think it's a Ricky Gervais joke. And he talks about, he says, like, people complaining about things on the internet.
Oh, here we go with
it's
the
literally
guitar
like
lessons.
Somebody walking past an advert for a guitar lessons phoning the number up and going, I don't fucking want guitar lessons. It's like, if you don't like it, move on. So yes, we probably will. Again, they're easy. Do a tier list video ranking your tier lists.
I like the suggestion of a tier list of who's got the most drip.
Have you ever seen the Bo Burnham episode on Netflix where he records a video and then he does a reaction to himself reacting to the video and then does a reaction to him reacting to the video reaction? It's very, very clever the way he does it. We need a tier list for people who complain about tier lists.
Oh, well, like S tier is the guy that doesn't like S tier.
This is true. So yeah, and guys, as I mentioned, there's a lot more stuff coming. Live battle reports are happening now. We recorded the first one this week. I've been doing some Star Wars Legion stuff as well. We won't go into too much of that here, but what was that, sorry?
Legion friend.
Quinn's jealous. As soon as I told Quinn I'd done a recording, he was like, "You're cheating on me." Like,
well, yeah, that was specifically with Ed and MCP.
This is true.
I don't give a fuck about Legion. Tier list of saltiest bat reps, the last one, S tier.
Oh, did everyone see the ginger kid crying last week when we played?
Well, I mean, they didn't see it because I didn't have my fucking camera on.
They could. All they had to do was listen to your voice, and they could imagine it. Rocket
standing on the edge of a precipice.
Rocket did 27 damage in one activation.
I don't think it was that high. I think between them in two activations, Star-Lord and Rocket did...
Oh, that was it. It was between the two of them.
They did about 35 damage.
Yeah, between two activations. It was just utterly brutal. And it was Deadly Duo, wasn't it? But
it was Deadly Duo and a few other things. I mean, equally, that game at the end actually got weirdly close.
It really did, yeah. It really did.
It's the power of Hulk standing there and being like, I'm going to fucking hit you.
Michael, we already have a weekly battle rep up. In fact, I actually just put the third game up today of a Operation Deep Jungle that we did. Stop, he's just a boy.
Wait a minute, I've just fucking realised something you said. I'm not ginger, you prick.
Right.
We've been over this.
Create a poll. Is Quinn ginger? Ask your community.
Oh, I like this idea, Michael.
What's the idea?
My totally objective views on Legion as someone who doesn't know a fucking thing about it. What the fuck?
88%.
But yes, I was really confused for a second because I pressed no and it just went yes 100%, and it was like, wait, what?
Oh, come on, guys! Don't let him have this.
I'm not fucking ginger. I'll have you know that I'm a redhead, which is distinctly different.
It's really not. It's really not.
I mean, it literally is.
I want to just get a picture up of Quinn, just to try and.
Oh fucking hell!
Cement.
What? Where I'm backlit by the sun?
If you were backlit by the sun, you'd burn like a vampire. We all know this. Strawberry blonde.
I always find that a weird name for fucking hair.
It is. I can't find a good picture of Quinn. I mean, just
well,
generally.
Because there are like 5 pictures of me in existence.
End poll. 20 of you voted. 80-something% said yes.
So we're going off of what half of the people in this stream have decided upon. This doesn't feel like democracy.
I mean, that's literally how democracy works. You give people a vote, not all of them turn up, and then the people that turn up and vote the most win.
Well, no, I thought democracy worked the way that you had someone go in and vote, and then like you shaved off their mustache and sent them in again. And then like you gave them like a fucking comb over and then sent them in again. and you just kept getting them to vote for the same thing because voter fraud is good.
I have to mute Quinn a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Not mute him. You can still hear him, but I need to turn off his. I need to turn off his camera a second. Keep talking amongst yourselves, though, Quinn. You're still definitely ginger.
Okay, fine. Fuck it.
I'm just trying to work out because we're going painting competition, Quinn.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. What was your category?
It was characters that came in boxes with the Spider-Man symbol on tactics cards.
What did everyone do, Quinn? How many people?
They had little fucking bitch and moan about it because they're all pathetic.
No. What did they do? What did they try and submit?
Oh, they tried to submit fucking Dormammu.
They tried to submit Dormammu, who didn't. Oh, there we go. No, it's all going wrong.
When does it not? Also, I don't know whether I'm muted for them or not now. I'm very confused.
There we go. I should a sneak preview of somebody who may or may not have won.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it was anyone from the old set of cards, wasn't it? So anyone that came with tactics cards from the old set is what you went with. And I'm just trying to find the name. Who did the Wong?
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
There we go.
Oh, you found it, cool.
Right, let's bring the numpty back. Bring him back. One day
you won't be so shit at hosting this.
So bad today. I don't know what it is.
What do you mean today? This is the average quality for a Bugle.
This is true. This is true. So that was the theme for this week. And let's take a look then at our first honourable mention. Quinn's favourite 2-threat in the entire game. Martin Scandling. I think won at least once before.
He's probably won at least
but he's had honourable mentions a number of times. So it's once you've submitted very good paint jobs, it becomes harder for you to then get accolades. Like you almost have to better yourself.
You go into prestige mode.
Yeah.
Like all of your painting points reset and you have to go back from the bottom again.
And Martin just absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. Like, so good. Really, really good. Love how dynamic and vibrant it looks. It's just really, really good, Quinn, isn't it?
I mean, like, the fact it's featuring all three primary colours very predominantly it's quite striking, and I quite like it.
Yeah.
I am right in saying that green's one of the three primary colours, right?
Well, it depends.
No, I think it is.
No, so the three primary...
Oh, is it yellow? Is it yellow?
Well...
It's fucking yellow, isn't it?
Do you want to know a little thing about primary colours, Quinn? There are multiple sets of three primary colours. Because in painting, for example, it is red, blue, and yellow. But in light, it's red, green, and blue.
Oh, right, yeah, I know why this is as well. It's because of the three types of cones we have in our eyes that act as colour receptors.
Exactly that, yeah.
Yeah, I know that because I did biology at college.
So, Being Tokyo says, Martin always submits some great stuff, but this in particular was just, absolutely brilliant. So, Martin, well done to you. Our second honourable mention then went to a character. Oh, well, I suppose it didn't go to a character, but goes to a Mr. Joe Manji. Another person who's featured heavily, but I picked this one out as my honourable mention, just because there's nothing special about Bullseye. I actually think he's not a great actual model in the game. He's a little bit out of proportion. He's a little bit cartoony, I find.
I really like Bullseye's pose.
I like the pose. What I don't like is that he looks a little bit cartoony with his proportions. Like his arms are a bit big. It
feels like they got
a little bit big.
Like they got a GW designer to do it, and GW designers just always make hands and feet massive for no reason.
So, but this paint job is just. I'll challenge anyone to just find a cleaner paint job. It's nearly knocked my mic over. Then it's just really, really clean. Is there a link? I see the Savage Lands one. It's just I think it's just painting competition entries, Mitch, in there.
It's called weekly painting competition.
Yeah, weekly painting competitions. There we go. So big well done to Joe. And then our last winner, or our winner of this week, is Lerone. In particular, Quinn, you're looking at the vision here, aren't you? You really, really liked the vision. So because it was Quinn's week, Quinn gets to pick the winner, basically. So we got 2 for 1.
Which I don't think is how we've ever done this before.
It's not, but it makes sense.
It does, to a degree. But then we're going to get to one of your fucking weeks, and you're going to pick something shit, and I'm going to have to shout at you for it.
There we go. Why did you pick the vision, Quinn?
I really like just how vibrant it is. Like, it's very much in sort of the comic style colour palette for Vision, because the yellow doesn't feature very heavily on MCU Vision.
Yeah.
Like, it's only his cape, and his cape tends to be very desaturated yellow. But, like, this sort of version of Vision with sort of the vibrant greens and magenta and, like, the yellow, I really like it. I really, really do. And also, they've done a bit of the phasing effect down by the wall as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
And also, just Vision's a right bastard of a character. Fucking hate playing against him.
He's a very good character, isn't it? No, I agree. I love how vibrant the colours are. And yeah, like you said, the little bit of phasing going through there. Winter Soldier is still a really decent one. I love the little propaganda poster that he's got there of Captain America on the floor as well. But yeah, it's really that colour combo. Oh, actually, yeah, as just said in the in the chat, that combo of the 3 colours, that sort of almost, it's not hot pink by any stretch of the imagination, is it? But
it's very much magenta.
It's borderline, like, it's probably 2 highlights away from being hot pink. So yeah, really, really like that one. So well done to Lerone. We don't have a confirmed prize for this one, guys, but just to remind everybody how it works. Anyone who submits an entry will get put into the prize draw. We pick 3 out every week, 2 honourable mentions as we've done, and then a winner. That winner goes up on our wall of fame, but then anyone who submits will be put into the prize draw. Now, we've not had this 100% confirmed yet, timeline-wise, but it will be the new Rivals pack. So we gave away the old Rivals pack previously, but it'll be the new Rivals pack. We think it's going to be, well, it is called Weapon X, I think, Quinn, is the new
Weapon X program, so, and it's a bit more expensive than the previous one, so I'm thinking maybe 3 characters.
Yeah, it could be a Laura.
Deadpool, something like that.
Oh, Deadpool, I was thinking Laura.
Laura is like from a different era of the I imagine it's gonna be like, the card art for Weapon X training.
Yes.
Where it's Wolverine with the silly hat on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's probably gonna be that, and then some other stuff.
No, fair enough. So, I have to think of a new one, and have we already done Russians? We have, haven't we? Anyone with a Russian name?
Don't know if we have.
I don't know if we have. So let's do that.
We've done too many episodes of this.
We have done too many episodes of this, yeah. So this week, the competition, in honour of seeing the leader of the Winter Guard, we are going to be doing anyone who you think could realistically be in the Winter Guard. That's a nicer way of putting it than show us your Russians. So anyone who you think could be in the Winter Guard affiliation. So, I think Quinn, as you said, Black Widow could be in there. Winter Soldier could be in there.
Specifically, Two-Threat
Black Widow. Yeah,
Agent of Shield ain't gonna fucking be
Agent of Shield ain't going to be in there. So yeah, make this the last ep. Make this the last ep.
That's what OmniFan wants. It would have been really funny if you just instantly ended the stream.
Yeah, just fuck you all.
Press the big red button.
Ministravaganza is going to have a video with Asgard stuff on it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get more. But yeah, Colossus, Omega Red, Black Widow, Winter Soldier. Anyone else who you think may be in there as well? So that's going to be the theme.
I'm just glad you didn't go for like fucking gingers as your theme.
Are there any Jean Grey?
Yeah. Well, like, thing is, typically in the movies, she's got red hair and isn't ginger.
Taskmaster for Winter Guard. I don't think Taskmaster would be in there.
I think that's based off of the awful version of Taskmaster in Black Widow.
I might be wrong. Magic, that's another one who could be there. Craven is viable as well.
He is a Russian, yes.
So yeah, there we go, guys. That's going to be the theme for this week. And that is going to be it for this week as well, guys. Gingers is a better theme. I might have to try and get some 3D prints of a Quinn character. You can do your own like Hero Forge, or the ones where like you upload an image and
Is this where I'm gonna like fucking like speak to you in a week and find out you've like tried to master Blender and you just got caught like a bunch of these like misshapen, deformed like versions of my head in like a progressive timeline getting closer and closer to me?
Yeah, basically. So guys, there we go. That'll be it for this week. Thank you to everyone who has joined us. As I mentioned, make sure you keep an eye out next week for the live battle report that we are doing, or the not live battle report, but a battle report that is in person rather than on TTS, which I know you guys have been asking for a lot. So yeah, have a great weekend, guys, and until next time, stay well, keep safe, and bye for now. Say goodbye.